Hello, hello! I'm Ashley in Italy, and I wanted to make a video today to help you choose the perfect neighborhood for you to stay in when you come to Naples, Italy. I have lived in Naples for over a year, and I have explored various neighborhoods, different locations, and I wish I would have had a video like this, the one I'm about to show you, the one that I'm making, because a year ago when we moved here, we were transitioned from the United States over to Italy, and over to Naples specifically. There wasn't a lot of content, there weren't a lot of creators making videos showcasing the different neighborhoods and actually what they looked like. And so I have broken down my 6 top recommendations for where you should stay when you come to Naples, Italy, depending on your budget, depending on how much time you have, depending on your noise tolerance, and if you want to be in a crazy, chaotic environment and really experience the authentic Napoli, or if you want more of a chill, calm vibe, maybe you're coming with a group of friends or family, or you have children. So that is the type of video that I wanted this to be. So really informative and not only just talking, but actually showing you what some of the streets look like. So with that being said, let's get into it. My #1 recommendation for first-timers coming to Naples, Italy is Centro Storico. So Centro Storico is part of a UNESCO heritage site that is one of the largest in Italy and one of the largest in the world, actually. So it's 17 kilometers, which is about 10 miles, and it is absolutely beautiful. This is like the typical Naples that you see, where the streets are small and narrow, cobblestone streets. This is where you will find a lot of the museums and old churches, and there's a lot of Greek mixed with Italian themed architecture in Centro Storico. Now Centro Storico is more quote-unquote touristy. There will be a lot of tourists because it is near the marina, Vomero, but it's beautiful. It's got the famous street Spada Napoli running down the middle of it. You'll find great restaurants, great bars for aperitivo, and lots of great shopping, all through Centro Storico. So that would probably be my #1 recommendation to anyone that is coming here for the first time, maybe has 1 or 2 nights of a stopover, and they just really want to see and experience Naples in its authentic self just for 1 or 2 nights. Now, #2, the Spanish Quarter. So the Spanish Quarter is historically a dangerous neighborhood. Now, over the past, I'd say 7 to 10 years, it really isn't dangerous anymore. I mean, I've walked through there at night. It's got the narrow streets, super narrow cobblestone streets. It's got the Maradona mural. You'll see so much Maradona, Diego Maradona, the former soccer football player. That is from Naples from the 1980s. He is literally an iconic god here. Also, what's in the Spanish Quarter is you'll find a lot of small family-owned restaurants that have been here in the Spanish Quarter for centuries. And this is also the typical authentic vibe of Naples, with the tiny little cobblestone streets that the motorcycles will zoom in and out of, and maybe a car or two will be driving down. But this is really the authentic Naples neighborhood, which is right next to Centro Storico. Option #3, what I recommend, Vomero. Vomero is at the top of a hill, located by an old palace, I should say, castle on top of the hill. It's absolutely beautiful. You will find amazing views in Vomero that overlook the ocean, overlook just basically Mount Vesuvius. There's different lookout points all around this particular neighborhood. You can see here that Vomero is very tree-lined. It's beautiful all throughout. Basically, the Via Scarlatti, which is the main road, is tree-lined. You'll find shopping from the Lego store, Nike store, Zara store. It's absolutely beautiful. So I really recommend Vomero because it's so green, it's chill, there's a lot of families that go there, that stay there. There's many bed and breakfasts or Airbnb options in Vomero, and some of them have a patio where you can walk out and overlook Naples. So I definitely recommend Vomero if you are staying here for probably longer than 1 or 2 days, because it is, again, on top of a hill, so you would have to take the funiculare from the bottom of Via Torretto, which is a main shopping drag in Naples, Italy. So you will take the main take the funiculare from the main shopping drag up to Vomero, and that is a really good option for those that, again, want more of a quiet, chill daytime, but also keep in mind that Vomero does have one of the best nightlifes in the city. My fourth recommendation would be to stay in Chiaia. And Chiaia is actually my favorite. Soon and I decided to actually move into an apartment in Chiaia. And Chiaia is just directly down 800 meters or so, straight down the hill from Vomero down to Chiaia. Chiaia is beautiful because it is near the water, it's really calm, it's more of an older neighborhood, it's known to be more of like the luxy or Ritz area in Naples. It's got all of the designer shopping, like you'll find your Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Prada, so all of those designer shops are all down Via Mille, and it's a beautiful street. What else is in Chiaia? It's just a really calm, beautiful neighborhood. You're not too far from the water. It's pretty much right on the water, and it just really is a calm, serene feel of Naples that sometimes you're in it and you forget that Centro Storico or the Spanish Quarter is all a part of the same city. So I highly recommend Chiaia. It is a bit more expensive, but I do recommend Chiaia, again, if you have probably longer than 1 or 2 days and you want that more relaxed vibe, more of an upscale stays. You will find Airbnbs, hotels. A lot of the nicer hotels are all located right here in Chiaia. Now, the fifth neighborhood, I was debating putting this on the list, but I have to because it is a good option in some ways. If you are on a budget and looking for an inexpensive neighborhood that isn't as pretty or doesn't have some of the beautiful qualities like Centro Storico, Vomero, or Chiaia, it would be for you to stay near Garibaldi, which is the main train station in Naples. So I feel like Naples gets a bad rap when people come here and they stay here for 1 or 2 days. We'll call it one night, 2 days. Okay. So they're here on a stopover on the way to the Amalfi Coast, and they just want to book a place that's right by the train station or right by the airport. Those neighborhoods are not nice whatsoever. They're sketchy, and they will give you a very bad impression of Naples. So although this is on the list, staying by Garibaldi, which is the central train station in Naples, that's what it's called, I do recommend you stay there, again, if you're on a budget or if you have a super early flight in the morning and you need to take the Ollie bus over to the airport, or you have to catch a train back to Rome, whatever the case may be. Stay there, stay in a hotel, stay in an Airbnb right by Garibaldi. Be careful, to be honest, be careful. It is shady, it is a little seedy, but be careful, stay there. And then in the evening, or during the day, just take a taxi, take the train. The train is right there. You can go to Vomero, you can pop over to Chiaia, you can pop over to Via Toledo with all the great shopping, so you don't have to stay in that neighborhood and have dinner near Garibaldi when you come to stay. That could just be your place where you drop off your bags, walk out, take the train, take a taxi, and go to some of the other neighborhoods that I recommended. And again, it's only on the list due to sheer convenience and accessibility to the train. So my last but not least neighborhood that I recommend is Posillipo. Posillipo is a high-end, it's right next to Chiaia. It's a high-end, beautiful neighborhood in Naples, really calm. You're not going to be by any museums, you're not going to be by any, major churches, but it is a very calm, beautiful area with its own little shopping, cafes, gelato shops, lots of restaurants, and you will be able to find nice hotels here, bed and breakfasts, Airbnbs that have ocean views, and the best views are in Posillipo. So highly recommend that. Again, you will be having to take the train or the funiculare into town to do more of those activities like visiting chiesas or the Duomo or the museums. You will have to either taxi, I don't recommend driving, so I'm not going to say driving, but taking a train in order to commute to some of the more activities. But at night, rest assured, you will have a very chill, calm night. So those are my recommendations, my 6 recommendations. So you've got Centro Storico, which is one of the most famous neighborhoods in Italy, the Old Town Center. Then you've got Quartieri Espagnoli, I'm butchering it, Spanish Quarter. You've got Spanish Quarter, which is the authentic vibe of Naples, small, tiny streets, graffiti-lined streets, where maybe you'll find an old nonna or nono sitting outside, smoking a cigarette, talking with his neighbors. You'll find the Maradona shrine there. The third recommendation was Vomero, which is up on the hill. Tree-lined, beautiful area with lots of shopping, restaurants, great nightlife. The fourth recommendation was Chiaia, which is more of an upscale area with a lot of the designer shops and small boutique shopping, many bars and restaurants also. Another perk to Chiaia is you're right by the Margellina, which is a long strip along the water. So that's why I love Chiaia. And then number 5, I recommended Garibaldi, or staying near their train station, which is not one of my favorite neighborhoods. It's seedy, it's dirty, go there, drop off your bags, and quite frankly leave. But it is very convenient. You'll find more affordable hotels and Airbnbs right there near the train station. And then number 6 is Posillipo, which is further on the outskirts. However, it's beautiful, perched up on a small hill. You will be able to find your Airbnbs there, bed and breakfast hotels that have a beautiful view. There's lots of small cafes, little shops. It's more like a neighborhood area, but it is absolutely beautiful. So those are my 6 recommendations for you to have the most enjoyable experience when you come to Naples, Italy.